Hi there. So welcome to this YouTube video. All right, and welcome to our channel. Today we have an interesting topic. I'm going to be sharing with a topic titled "Why the guy you have fallen for might not be for you." Why the guy you have fallen for or you are falling for might not be for you. All right. But before we go on, don't forget the usual: subscribe, like, share, comment, do all the stuff you need to do. Don't forget we have other channels also. We have my wife's channel, Mildred Kingsley Okonkwo. We have our official ministry channel, LDM with PK. It has its own different content. Then we have the Q&A channel. I like that channel because it's short and sharp. We just take a hard question and give an easy answer. All right. Q&A channel, you see it, Kingsley Okonkwo, question and answer with Kingsley and Mildred Okonkwo. Then we have the short clips channel. All right. It's just short clips, usually shorter than the videos on this channel. So just like, and then we have wholesome sexuality. All right. That's the one dedicated to wholesome sexual talk. All right. For both singles and married. So, hey, subscribe to this channel. It's free. And it'll be a blessing. All right. So today I'm talking about why the guy you have fallen for might not be for you. All right. Now, this will also apply to men, but I'm going to speak it like I'm speaking to only women. But I know guys will also learn from this apparently. Okay. So why the guy you have fallen for or you are falling for might not be for you. Now, it's a common thing for people to just fall for someone. And it happens to, to ladies a lot. You just see a guy, and when we're younger, all of us used to have crushes, but it seems some people just carried it on even to adulthood. You just see someone you don't really know, someone you've not really interacted with, and you have fallen for him. You are so excited about him. You are even amongst your friends. The guy has not yet asked you out or anything, but amongst your friends, they've all agreed he's your own. They've all agreed he's your own, or he's your portion in this life. And you guys just relate like that. You even dress to impress him. You dress for him. When you're looking your best, you want to make sure he sees you. If it's a social media crush, you are always the first to comment, the first to like, all these kind of weird things. Even though these things sometimes are natural, but they are not necessarily practical, okay? They can be emotional, but they are not practical. They can be natural, but they're not practical, all right? Falling in love or falling for someone when you guys are not really in a relationship can be very counterproductive and dangerous, outright dangerous, can be counterproductive. And it happens. It's so common. It's so common. Somebody has just fallen in love with somebody that they are not in a relationship with. Sometimes they've not even started talking at all. Sometimes the person is just a friend, but you have already fallen head over heels for someone. Listen, guys, your emotions cannot be trusted. I've told you that over and over again. You have a right to feel any way you want to feel. The only problem is that you cannot act on every feeling. All right, that puts you in danger. That even jeopardizes chances of a healthy relationship coming out of that, scenario. So, all right. So, one of the reasons why the guy you have fallen for might not be for you is because this is just an emotional thing. It is not yet practical. What do I mean? The real things it takes to make a relationship work are not yet present. You are just in an emotional state. You're just in a euphoric stage. This is just all going on in your head. You are just the one that has fallen in love and you are trying to build something out of chemistry. Meanwhile, what it takes for a relationship to work is beyond chemistry. You need some other practical stuff like compatibility. You see, that's not an emotional thing. That's a practical thing. Like compatibility. On that example is like companionship, the ability for you guys to get along. You see, another one is things like character, the character of the person. So I've seen a lot of people fall head over heels over someone they are not in a relationship with. And they want to now build a relationship based on that emotional love. And it doesn't usually work because the real stuff relationship is made up of is not yet present. I shared some of this practical stuff in this book, Who Should I Marry? There are 10 C's listed here. And those are some things I've mentioned now. Companionship, for instance. If you guys have not really built a friendship, falling head over heels for this person is just dangerous because you are in an emotional state and you are neglecting, you are neglecting the practical stuff because emotions can blind us. I know you've heard the saying, love is blind. It's true. Love actually blinds us from the reality. Love blinds us. I've said this many times, scientifically it has been found out that the same part of your brain required or for sound judgment is the same part of your brain activated when you are in this emotional love. So most times you don't make sound decisions when you're in this emotional state. All right, so there are other practical stuff. You've not built companionship. You guys are not even friends yet. But you've already fallen for this person. Just by seeing him in your class, seeing him in your church, seeing him at work, you've just fallen for him. You are going to neglect important things like companionship, one of them. Character. What's the person's character? I cannot count the amount of times I've counseled someone that is in a toxic relationship but can't even see it. Can't even see that this person I'm in the relationship with does not have the character requirements. Because there are character requirements. Nobody puts their investment in a company because you like their logo. You like their building. No, they must have the character requirements. You don't put your kids in the school because you like the school uniform. There has to be character requirements for a real long-lasting relationship. That's just how it works. So falling head over heels for someone, it's a dangerous thing. Someone you've not built friendship with. Someone you've not really checked their character. Someone you've not even seen if you guys are compatible on the basic things of life. There are some things that are very important that you have to check compatibility on. Things like your faith. I would not have even thought twice about someone that was not born again. Especially because I'm a born again Christian. I love the Lord. So I would not have thought twice about it. No matter how beautiful or fun the person is, makes no difference. The core part of that person is not that they are not saved. They don't value what I value. The most valuable thing to me in life is my relationship with Christ. That's how it should be for every Christian. And this person does not value that. So what are we talking about? There's no compatibility. Things like your purpose for life, things like your values in life. This person does not see it, does not value it. Even in the days we are in, even political affiliations now matter because it's getting intense in that area. Because there are just some people you can't believe that they believe in some philosophy. So, again, like I said, please get this book, Who Should I Marry? It's available on Amazon, available everywhere. I dealt with some of the real things. So, number one, when you fall head over heels over someone, they might not be for you because it is emotional and not practical. Second reason why they might not be for you is because falling in love emotionally for someone blinds you to other good options. This one is important. It blinds you to other good options. Usually, there are many options, good options around you, but when you are falling head over heels for a particular person, it has a way of blinding you from the options. Many people don't realize that we give out energy as human beings. We give out energy. That's why whenever a group of people come together in a space, those that are going to get sexually involved will find themselves. Those that are going to go and start getting high on drugs or alcohol, they will find themselves. There's energy passing around when people gather in a room and people locate themselves quickly. They locate themselves. So when you are fixated on a guy or a girl and you are not in a relationship with this person, okay? Don't get me wrong. To be fixated or excited or falling in love with somebody you're in a relationship with is the right thing. I'm talking to a case in a situation where you are not in a relationship with, but you're already head over heels. You're falling for this person. What happens is that it blinds you to other good options around you. Sometimes that person you're falling for is not the one for you. It's not the best one for you. But you see, it's exciting for you. And because you are so obsessed, infatuated, fixated on this person, when other people come near you, you just don't find them attractive. You even give them energy that says you are not available. Many ladies don't know that. You give energy that says you're not available. Some guys come around you and they can tell there's no vacancy. They can tell there's no space. But you're single, just that you're emotionally occupied. You're single, but you're emotionally occupied. All right? Some people are single, but sexually occupied. But in this case now, you're single, but you're emotionally occupied. So a new guy comes around you, you don't even, nothing can develop because you're not even emotionally available at all. Because you are in love with someone you're not even talking with. You're in love with someone you're not in a relationship with. All right? So that's another reason why the person you're falling for might not be for you. Third reason, or fourth, I don't know which one I mean now. Why the person you're falling for might not be for you is that when you are that excited about someone, you neglect due process. You neglect due process. In building a relationship, there is due process. Our field is so disrespected, This pains me a lot because our marriage coaching, relationship counseling field is very disrespected because people think once I'm married, I can give relationship advice. People think it's a field for opinions. You just come and share your opinion or share thoughts that come out of one experience. I had an uncle in the village that married 3 wives and is very happy. So you want to use that as a principle. No. In our field, it's very professional. Some of us are highly trained, highly qualified, and have years of experience. So when we are teaching things, we're not just sharing it based on one experience, one cousin that beat his wife, but they are still fine. Number one, you've not scrutinized those things properly, professionally. Number two, one example doesn't cancel principles. All right? Just because somebody fell out of a tall building and survived doesn't mean other people are going to survive. So for us as professionals, we work with data, we work with statistics, we work with proper research. So when we share certain things, these are valid stuff that comes out of proper research, proper study, proper data. So when we tell you things like a relationship that is going to work needs some specific things to last. And one of it, like we mentioned, is due process. There is due process. One of the things in the due process is, again, like I said, building friendship. Both of you taking it slow and building relationship, building friendship. The emotional love should come after the fact. Not something you just in your bedroom or on your seat or somewhere, you're just falling in love with someone you don't even know. That's a sure way to get into trouble, all right? That's a sure way to get into trouble. Another reason is that usually it is a selfish thing. You see, it is just you that have fallen for that person and you want that person. You have never taken time to consider if that person also wants you. So a real relationship cannot be built on one-sided love. One-sided love is dangerous. It's selfish. It's just you, just all by yourself, dreaming up a relationship that benefits only you. The person has not ever said they want to be in a relationship with you. You don't even know if they find you attractive. A real relationship requires mutuality. Again, this is another major thing. It requires mutuality. Both parties must want each other and must want to make it work and must commit to make it work. So you just being head over heels is not a love. It's not enough. One-sided love never works. I cannot count the amount of people I've seen trying to push a one-sided love relationship. I cannot count. I'm telling you, if I got $1 for every time somebody is comes to me and is trying to push a one-sided love relationship, I'll probably be $1 million by now. I mean, I receive those mails all the time. Oh, Pastor, there's this girl, I love her so much. She's my world. I send her money. I send her everything. But she says she doesn't love me. What do I do? What do you do? Like how? What are we talking about? She has made it clear. He has made it clear. If he's not replying your calls, he's not showing the same gesture, he's not showing the same interest, he's not bringing the same energy, that is your answer. There's no need to even go and ask him, what are we? There's nothing. We are pencils in the hand of Creator. We are Homo sapiens. We are human beings. There's no, what can we be? When you're asking those questions, that is the question of a one-sided love, person. It must be mutual. The energy must be matched. The interest must be there. Every relationship that lasts cannot be one-sided. Once it is one-sided, the other person will always act like they're doing you a favor. And a lot of times, if they don't love you the way you love them, all that's going to happen is that they'll take advantage of you. And what pains me is that some people actually don't mind being taken advantage of because they are so desperate for love. If you're like that, listen, desperation just doesn't help relationship. It doesn't help on the long term. On the long term, it doesn't help. What you will get is pity and not love. And it's a whole different thing. So that's another reason. When you are pushing, when it's just you falling head over heels, it becomes a one-sided thing. It's just you. I mean, I counseled someone, and like I said, I get these messages literally every day of my life. I counseled someone that said, "Oh, Pastor, I'm ready to marry in the next 3 years." I said, "Great." I said, "Do you have somebody to marry?" She said, "Yes." I said, "There's this guy. I'm in love with him." I said, "Is the guy in love with you? Does the guy want to marry you?" He said, he's not in love with me. He doesn't want to marry me. He has not said anything like that, but I want to marry him. Go and buy a gun. You buy, there's one revolver or one particular gun that is even cheap. You can buy and go and kidnap him. Or else, how do you want to marry him when he doesn't want to marry you? It cannot be one-sided. You can't on your own just sit down in your house, fall head over heels over someone, start booking the reception hall, start checking out gowns online, wedding gowns, and this guy has not even said he wants to have a relationship with you yet. Or maybe he's even just chatting with you. Or maybe he's even just spending time with you, but he has not specifically said. Because sometimes some people are even spending time with you because maybe they are lonely, maybe they are bored, maybe they really see you as a friend, or maybe they're even checking you out. Now, the challenge is that even when they're checking you out, you have to give them time to decide what they want. You can't just say, "Oh, because you chatted with me every day for 3 weeks, we're in a relationship." No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. People have a right to check you out the same way you check people out. And that's even the normal process. Just talk for a bit, then you see if we're getting the same way. Do we enjoy each other's company? Yeah, because sometimes one conversation might not be enough to know if this person can hold your attention long enough. Almost everything is exciting, at first time. Almost everything. It's in the continuation that hey, can I do this continuously? I remember, sometimes when I and my wife, maybe we travel and we're going to be in a city for a long time, and we say we're looking for a church in this city. Maybe we'll travel for a tour, or we travel with the kids and we're going to be on holiday for 3 weeks or something. I'll say, hey, because we like our kids to go to school. To go to church, no matter what city we are in. So we say, hey, we need to find a church. So there are times we need to check out the church. Sometimes one visit to a church might not be good enough to know if you want to join this church. Maybe the day you went, everybody was born again that day. They brought the guest minister that day. Everything was great. The music was great. And you think, this is how the church, and you come the next Sunday and the usher slaps you. You come back the next Sunday and the people in the kid ministry can't find your daughter. So how many children do you bring, madam? How many children did you bring? They can't find one of your children. They have taken them to another city. So sometimes you need to go there a few times or hang out with this person a bit, talk a bit to know if, this person is your friend. This thing can't go more than friendship. Or, I like this guy's thinking, or I like this girl's thinking, or it gives you room to see their behavior with other people. When they didn't serve them the right coffee, when they didn't serve them the food right, how did they react? Did they insult the waiter and say, your mother, you're a fool. Is this the kind of pastor I want? That tells you their character. That tells you the kind of character they want. You're not going to jump. One date or one event or one call might not be enough to know if they can hold your attention or if you like them. So mutuality, they require time. All right? Very, very important. And that one-sided relationship is very selfish. Above all, it's so selfish. I love you. Yes, do they love you too? Say, it doesn't matter. Only me. It's selfish. You don't love that person when you're thinking like that. You don't love that person. You just love yourself and you want to use that person. Real love will also allow that person to choose. There must be mutuality. That falling head over heels usually it's not even love. I'll end with this. This will help you. It's not even love. It's just infatuation. It's just obsession, And there are a few differences. I can't go into all the differences because I have like 7 or so differences. I can't go into all the differences. I'll just mention a few. Maybe in another video, I'll deal with this alone. One of the ways you can tell, between when it's real love and when it's not real love. By the way, I have another book I want to recommend titled Common Love Lies That Are Stopping You from Finding True Love. All right? It's also on Amazon and on our website. You can get the book. Please get the book because it will help you know if you are believing a lie. So, because society has their own way of explaining love, which is not true. All right, so there are common love lies that can stop you from finding true love. So let me break down in this, I'm closing now, some of the differences between infatuation and real love. All right, one of the major differences between infatuation and true love is that infatuation is usually instant. Usually instant. True love usually takes time. I'll say that again. Infatuation is usually instant. So you enter the class, you just see this hunk, you just see this fine boy in front of the class. I mean, you like his hair. You like his hair. You like his nose, you like his beard. You just see this guy. You like his dress sense. He has muscles. It's instant. You just fall for him. Say, I just saw him. I could not breathe. Okay. It's asthma that is doing your asthma. It's not love. It's not love. You understand? Is infatuation is usually instant. You just saw this girl. Day one. First time. And that's what people call love at first sight. No, there's no such thing as love at first sight. There's attraction at first sight. And that will not stop even in marriage. You will keep seeing people that at first sight you think, wow, this person is handsome, this person is beautiful, this person is smart, this person is spiritual. It can be anything. Anything can be the attraction. You will always meet those people, but that is not love in any shape or form. In my message, 3 kinds of love, I mentioned there that when you are attracted to somebody at first sight, because that does happen, it's not, but just don't call it love. That's my challenge. It's attraction. But music and movies help us paint the picture that when we see that person, your eyes just lock, and the girl just smile and everything, and next thing people are riding horse together, or you are in a sports car convertible together. These are the things confusing young people. When you meet someone you are attracted to at first sight, the only thing you should do from there is, I want to know you. Don't move to I want to marry you. People move from attraction to I want to marry you instead of I want to know you. No, it's okay to know the person, but you cannot say it is love. No, it's not love. So infatuation is usually instant. True love usually takes time. What does this mean? We actually get to talk. We actually get to spend time. I get time to see your behavior. I get time to even see if you're interested in me. I get time to even see why you are interested in me. Because I always tell ladies, don't confuse attention with intention. I'll say that again. Don't confuse attention with intention. Because it's not everybody chasing you that's chasing for the right reason. Just because someone is chasing you or giving you attention doesn't mean anything yet. You need to know why they are chasing you. Someone can be chasing you to snatch your purse. So it's not all chasing that is good. All right? So it depends on why. So real love is built over time. It's never instant. It's built over time because you are checking and growing through different, timelines, different important points. You are going through it, checking, where are you coming from? Where are you going? What are your priorities in life? Who are your friends? What are the things that are important to you? You see, this takes time to know. And by that time, the excitement of the first experience will disappear and you will stay with the facts. You will stay with the facts. For those that don't know, I don't have time. I'm going to many directions, but let me just say, for those that don't know, there's what is called the honeymoon stage. The honeymoon stage, at that stage, people don't see the real person. So that's why most coaches will tell you it's good to give a relationship time so that the honeymoon stage will pass and then you will stay or see the real person you want to spend the rest of your life with. And that's a different person usually from the honeymoon stage. Honeymoon stage usually lasts anywhere around 6 months to 1 year or so. Number one, when infatuation is instant, love at first sight, you find love immediately. When it's real love, it takes time to build. Secondly, when it's infatuation, you love just an idea or an aspect of this person. All right? When it's infatuation, you love an idea or an aspect of this person. So for instance, you enter a church and you see this worship minister. Oh my God. There are some people that they have voice. You just enter the church and you see the guy holding the mic. He has beard. His suit is impeccable. The color choices, he's great. And you hear him saying, oh, and you say, woo. Sister, you raise your hand, but they think it's not to the Lord. Meanwhile, it's a pledge that I love this boy and I'll marry this boy. They think it's to the Lord, you're raising your hand. You are already in love. Only that you don't realize that this guy is addicted to drugs. This guy is a woman beater. He hits women. He's an abuser. You see, there are things about him that you don't know yet, but you are in love with the idea of the guy you saw on the stage. You are in love with the idea or an aspect of this guy. You love his gift. It's okay to love his gift if you can separate that from who he is. He's not going to sing at home. I don't preach at home every day. That's not what I do at home. There are other aspects of me that I exhibit at home. That's the part that my wife gets. All of you, my YouTube viewers, and my people I preach to, you get the part of me that is the preacher, that is the teacher, that is the marriage coach. My wife gets a different person that sometimes doesn't want to have his bath all day, doesn't want to stand up from the bed, doesn't want to do anything serious, cracks jokes when she's dealing with something very serious. Yeah, I did that yesterday. She was a deadline trying to finish her book. And she was asking for scripture for something. And I was giving her the wrong scriptures based on my own revelation. She was saying, I'll give you one. She was saying that she needs scripture for managing money. I said, I have one. That, the Bible says, what you give with your right hand, don't let your left hand see it. I said, because if you give with your right hand, your left hand will say, we have money. We're not spending it. Your left hand wants to spend it. So I was just cracking joke. I was just annoying her like that. She was very annoying. But see, that's an aspect of me that you might not know. You might think I always just, I'm serious. No, I'm not serious all the time. So you can't love an idea or an aspect of that person. You need to know the full person to say you are in love. If it's an aspect of that person, that's not yet love. All right? So infatuation is just an idea or an aspect that the person loves. When it's true love, you love the total person. So you have seen them a bit in their low season. You have seen them in their high season. You've seen them when they're happy. You've seen them when they're not happy. You've seen them when they're frustrated. You've seen them when they're excited. You see how they manage stress. You know them a bit more than just an idea. Oh, he's a preacher. Oh, he's a star. He's a musician. He's an artist. There's more to the person than what you see on stage. Okay? One more, then I'll round up this, one or two more. When it's infatuation, it's generally dramatic and shaky. When a relationship is trying to be built on infatuation, there's just drama. I mean, it's like a soap opera, it's like a series on Netflix. It's just dramatic. There's highs and lows. There are so many quarrels, so many drama. People are intervening. People are settling you. You guys are, everything is just roller coaster. When it's a real love, it is stable and reasonable. Take note of that. It is stable and reasonable because you guys are building the momentum gradually. You are asking important questions. You are dealing with important things. You are both staying focused on the bigger picture, not just on the relationship. You see, when it's infatuation, the relationship itself is the goal. When it's real love, you understand that partnership to achieve a higher goal is the mission. Because there's a longer term, there's a bigger term plan. You see, I always say, when you're choosing a wife or a husband, you're not only choosing a husband for yourself, you're choosing a father for your children. You're choosing a partner for your vision. This person is going to wear many suits. So you're going to check them out in those suits. Not just babe. Not just my guy, my boo. Their boo jacket might be okay. But maybe their husband jacket might be weak. Maybe their manager jacket might be weak. Maybe their father jacket might be weak. Maybe their financial manager jacket might be weak. Because those are real stuff. Do they have a job? What's their financial habit? What's their credit score? Are they in debt? Because in marriage, you inherit all assets and liabilities, all right? So, when it's true love, it is stable and reasonable. When it's infatuation, it's shaky and dramatic. When it's true love, last one. When it's true love, when it's infatuation, it's just surface-based. There's so much focus on looks. It's surface-based. Their shape, their looks, their dress sense. And these things are not bad in themselves, just that they are not the foundation of a relationship. But when it's true love, you notice that we're focused on their internal qualities, like their character, their vision, their mindsets, their perspectives about marriage, and things like that. So, hope this has helped you. Please, I want to recommend these books again. Who Should I Marry? One of my best-selling books. This one here, 25 Wrong Reasons People Enter Relationships, making sure you're entering for the right reason. And a whole lot of all of our other books on Amazon. Just type in my name on the Amazon. You see all our books. Or you can reach us. Our numbers on the screen. Our website is there. Our Instagram or social media pages are there. Please make sure you reach us and follow us on social media and subscribe to our other channels and share this video with someone. I want to get your comments. If you have fallen into this category or you've fallen for someone before and it went really south. All right. So please let me know. Share with me. Comments, like, subscribe, and do all the things. See you in the next video. And hey, don't forget, if you're out in the UK, we're coming to the UK very soon, in October, November. So look forward to seeing you. All right. God bless.